What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be doing a review for the recently released Battle Royale Code 2040. Now, before we get into the video, why don't you hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications so you can stay notified for future videos and all that good stuff. Now, for those of you who don't know what Code 2040 is, it's basically a third-person Battle Royale with PvE mixed in with some PvP. Now, the first thing I want to point out here is that unlike other battle royales, you don't drop from the sky. You are beamed onto a specific location on the map. So there's no battle bus, no cargo ship, no drop ship. You don't get to choose. You have no say whatever, no say whatsoever in where you land on the map. And the reason for this being because of the authentication zones and also the teleportation device. I guess the devs didn't want people just, gliding down to an authentication zone as soon as the match began, or going straight toward the teleportation device and activating it within the first 10-15 minutes of the game. Now, there are certain aspects of the game which is kind of needs a little more development. For example, the running. As you can see right now, the running is kind of clunky. I know you have your stamina bar on the left side of your minimap, and the less stamina you have, the slower you run. But even at full bar stam, you still kind of run. The running it's kind of slow, per se. Reloading could use a little less time to reload certain guns. Because reloading a shotgun and an assault rifle is basically the same amount of time, which is ridiculous. The assault rifle, you just put a magazine in, where the shotgun, you gotta put each shell in. You know what I mean? So, there's also certain mechanics in the game which does not make any sense whatsoever. For example, we're looking at your helmet and your bulletproof vest, which should give you some level of protection, but it does not. Because in this video, as you're about to see pretty soon, that I have a level 2 helmet with 100% hit points and a level 3 body shield that also has 100% hit points, 100 hit points. But I get downed without my vest or helmet being completely damaged. They only take a little bit of damage, and I go down. So that's something I think the devs need to kind of work out. They should also put some type of mechanism in place to, instead of having to swap out a vest, you kind of repair it, and the helmet, you kind of repair them rather than having to swap them out. Because it's a real pain having to look for another decent vest. Okay, let me give you a scenario. Like, you have a vest, level 3, and you make it to the final circle, or you make it to the teleportation device. And that vest gets damaged severely. What are you going to do? Are you going to spend your time, your last few minutes of the game, of the match, looking around for a new vest, or would you rather just shield up and try to repair your vest as quick as possible? The latter, right? Exactly. So, it's a decent game. I will say there are some decent guns. The fire rate is, can't complain about the fire rate. It seems as if you would go down almost immediately when getting shot at, but that just because the other person is probably a better shot than you are. Now, the last thing I want to kind of mention here, guys, is the fact that there's a timer. And this timer is not like your regular battle royales that, the ring is coming, or the storm is coming, or the circle is closing, so you got to get to the center of that. No, this timer is for authentication and the teleportation device. So let's say you made it to authentication, all right, you're 100% authenticated, and you're just looting the spot, like you're just chilling there. And the enemy team makes it to the teleportation device and activates it. but you're too far away from that teleportation device to make it there in time, disarm it and rearm it yourself, then you instantly lose the match. Or, for example, the match begins and a team decides, hey, as soon as we get on board, we're running straight to the device and we're gonna activate it. They do that, and then the rest of the team, they're so far out because we're trying to get some guns if in case we encounter some people or something like that. And that team that made it there first is gonna win the match without even having to eliminate any of the players manually, which kind of doesn't really make much sense if you have to really look at it. That's just one other thing I think the dev should take a look at. Really, also these zombie creatures. What the PVE side? I don't think I addressed this. The PVE side is just ridiculous. These things, they sell out your position. They deal lots of damage. There are lots of unnecessary damage, and the only thing you really get from killing them is ammunition, which is basically all over the map. You don't really need to kill them for ammunition. So what is their purpose, really and truly? Because in this video, I'm in the middle of a gunfight, and here comes this creature out of nowhere and hits me from behind and kills me. And then it further goes to eliminate me. The guy didn't even eliminate me. It's what's eliminated me, which is just absolutely ridiculous. If I turned my attention away from the guy, he would have probably shot me dead. So, like, come on. You guys need to make... I really think they should make a separate mode that involves heavily the PvE side, the zombies, monsters, creatures, whatever you want to call them, and then leave the PvP side to its own little game mode, its own little separation. So that's it for the review, I guess, guys. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.